In this tutorial, you will learn how to make a custom double shaker cake topper with Cricut. Grab the free base cut file design at craftterracreates.com. In a new Cricut Design Space project, click the Upload button to upload the cut file. I already have my design uploaded. Select the design and add to Canvas. The design is grouped together. Click Ungroup and make sure everything is ungrouped to allow you to work with all the layers independently. This light blue color indicates a part of the design to be cut with clear acetate, which means this piece is the window of the cake topper shaker. The black part of the design indicates a cut with adhesive foam sheets. Let's review the structure of the rest of the design. The top layer is a thin ring. Next are the two layers with the saying Happy Birthday. The letters are already connected to the outside rings. Then a circle to serve as the backing for the shaker, and a final circle that is an offset of the previous circle. Without the shaker, this layered cake topper includes 5 layers, including the craft foam and acetate that makes 7 layers with the shaker. To put them all back together, select all the layers and click Align Center. That will put them all back together. Let's make a custom shaker for the center of the cake topper with the age of the birthday girl. Select the text tool and add a number. Use any font you want. I am using Arial Black because the font is bold and allows enough space for the custom shaker. My favorite way to make custom shakers is using the Offset tool in Cricut Design Space. To do that, select the number and select Offset. Make the offset 0.2 for the distance and then click Apply. Select the number and its offset layer and group together. This makes the 2 layers easy to move around. I noticed in the offset layer a very small cut that will probably not cut well with thick craft foam. Select the offset layer and click the Contour tool. In Contour, you can turn on and off pieces of the cut. Select any tiny cuts and turn it off. Now you can see the tiny cut is gone and the Cricut machine will not cut that spot. With the number and its offset, we can move on to creating the design for the custom shaker using the Slice tool. With the number group selected, duplicate so you have 2. With one of the number groups selected, click Slice on the bottom right side of Cricut Design Space. The result is 3 separate designs are created. Let's take apart our slice design to see what we have. The outline of the number is what we need for the custom shaker, and this will be cut out of craft foam to allow space to add glitter for the shaker. The anatomy of a shaker is a solid back layer, then an outline of a shape and a material to add space like adhesive foam. Next is a clear acetate window, and finally another layer over top to cover imperfections and for a finished look. Next, ungroup the number and remove the original number. You are left with the back layer of the shaker. Duplicate the back layer because the shape will also serve as an acetate window for the shaker. Change the color to indicate an acetate cut. I make my acetate layers light blue because it reminds me of a transparent color. Next, duplicate the outline shape because that is cut with cardstock as the top finishing layer. Let's make sure we have all the pieces needed for the custom shaker. The first layer is the backing, the second outline layer is for adhesive craft foam sheet, the next layer is for clear acetate window, and the last layer is cardstock as the finishing touch. Go ahead and adjust the colors to match the rest of your cake topper. I made the backing layer and the top outline layer the same color. I left the adhesive foam shape black. To give you an idea of what the final cake topper looks like, take the top layer and center it inside the base cake topper circle. If you find that the custom shaker design is too big or too small, you can adjust the size of the custom shaker. To adjust the size, select all of the custom shaker layers and align center to bring all the layers together. With all the pieces together and selected, you can now adjust the size as needed to fit the number in between the phrase Happy Birthday. I'm going to pull apart the custom shaker design to review and arrange the layers. These two are cardstock cuts. These two are acetate cuts. The two black shapes are adhesive craft foam sheet cuts. I'm going to put the custom shaker within the circle to have them cut together. I want these to cut together, so I put the custom shaker within the circle. Select all the pieces to be cut on adhesive craft foam and click Attach on the bottom right of Cricut Design Space. That means those two shapes will cut together on one sheet of craft foam and save you material. If you are happy with your double shaker cake topper design, you can move on by clicking Make It. However, if you want to add more to your cake topper, you can. Both sides of the cake topper have extra space for any designs and details. For my cake topper, I want to add stars. I clicked on the Shapes tool and selected a star. You can use any shape or design you have because these will be put together and placed by hand. For my star, I added a small offset to give it more dimension. Adjust the colors to match your cake topper. To finish the design, I will group together the star and its offset. Next, duplicate the star design and adjust the size as needed. I want to add the same set of stars to the other side. Select both groups of stars and click Duplicate. Move them to the other side and click Flip Horizontal to easily position them as a mirror of the first set of stars. This does not need to be perfect because these details are placed by hand, but it's helpful to get an idea of what your cake topper will look like once it's put together. Now your custom double shaker cake topper design is ready. It is going to have two shaker elements. One is the big circle base and the other is the custom shaker for the middle. These shakers will be created independently of each other and secured together. Click Make It. We have three different types of cuts: cardstock, acetate, and adhesive craft foam. I started with adhesive craft foam, which is the black color. Select the black colored mat and make sure the design is not larger than your sheet of adhesive craft foam. I mirror the adhesive foam cut because I apply the acetate shaker window to the back side or the adhesive side of the foam. At the material screen, click Browse All Materials. If you have an Explore Air Cricut machine, turn the dial to Custom to browse all materials. Next, type craft foam and select craft foam from the list of options. Take note of the warning. Design Space is telling us to move the star wheels out of the way until the cut is complete. It is telling us that because the little wheels on the Cricut machine will leave indentation marks on the foam because it is a thick material. I always select more pressure when cutting craft foam, and I will use the deep point blade with my Cricut Maker. The deep point blade will work for the Explorer Air models as well. If you have the knife blade in the Maker, that will also work great. In fact, click Edit Tools and Cricut shows you the different blades available for the material we chose, which is craft foam. Check back for part 2 to cut and assemble the double shaker cake topper with Cricut.